Hi friends, the Easter stories that I have today are Pete the Cat and his big Easter adventure and too many carrots. So let's start off with Pete the Cat and his big Easter adventure. Pete was excited. Easter was here. He couldn't wait for his basket of goodies. Jelly beans were his favorite. I like jelly beans too. Uh-oh. His basket was empty except for a note. Pete, please help find the eggs, paint the eggs, hide the eggs. Thanks, the Easter Bunny. P.S. Wear these. Pete put on the bunny ears and thought, a cat with ears like a bunny? Now that's funny. Happy Easter, chickens. Do you have any eggs today? Pete asked. I'm helping the Easter Bunny. Sure, Pete, we have lots of eggs, the chicken said. We're happy to help, but don't you need a bunny nose and a fluffy bunny tail? The chickens were right. A bunny nose and tail would be neat. Then Pete's costume would be complete. Pete put on the nose and tail like a bunny's. Cat dressed up like a bunny. Now that's funny. Now Pete was ready. He was getting late and he still had a lot of eggs to decorate. What color would Pete use? Hop, 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 off to the tool shed for paint and brushes. Pete couldn't wait to paint the eggs. Some eggs had one color, some eggs had two, some eggs were red, and some eggs were blue. When the egg painting was done, Pete had a basket full of bright, colorful, amazing eggs. Now hiding them would be lots of fun. But where could Pete hide the eggs? Around the neighborhood for all his friends to find. Pete hid the eggs in flower pots. He hid them in the water spout, and when he was done hiding the eggs, Pete the Cat was all worn out. Helping others out is what Easter is all about, Pete said. Pete's job was done. He was hiding the last one when the Easter Bunny arrived. Great job, Pete. You were a big help, said the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny gave Pete an award for a job well done. It says #1 helper. Helping others can be lots of fun. Happy Easter! And the other book I have today, friends, is Too Many Carrots. That looks like a lot of carrots, doesn't it? Rabbit loved carrots. He collected them wherever he went. Rabbit was proud of his collection and burrowed it away in his cozy hole. But Rabbit had a problem. A big problem. Does he have any room for himself? He couldn't sleep. His cozy hole was too crowded to live there. I need a place to sleep, Rabbit told Tortoise. You could share my house, Tortoise offered. Looks cozy and snug, said Rabbit. Maybe it's a little too snug for two, suggested Tortoise. Not at all, said Rabbit. That looks a little snug, doesn't it? Uh-oh, oh dear, ouch, ah, crash. Uh-oh, turtle shell is broken. Oh dear, well, perhaps we can stay in Bird's nest, said Rabbit. My nest is quite small, Rabbit, said Bird. I'm sure we'll all fit, replied Rabbit. Rabbit hauled up his carrots up the tree. Whoa, groaned Tortoise and the birds as the branch wobbled and swayed. See, the rabbit, he's weighing it down. And snapped. Crash. I'm so sorry, Bird. Now 3 of us don't have a place to sleep, said Rabbit. You could sleep in my house, offered Squirrel. Oh, thank you, Squirrel. How kind of you, said Rabbit. I didn't think any more carrots will fit, Rabbit, said Squirrel. Just a few more, Rabbit replied. Uh-oh, whispered Tortoise as Bird and Squirrel. Creak, crack, crash. His carrots broke Squirrel's house. Now 4 of us don't have anywhere to sleep, grumbled Squirrel. You can sleep at my house, called Beaver. It has plenty of space. Great, I can bring even more carrots, Rabbit said with a smile. Do they look happy? Mm-mm. They look mad. But with all your carrots, we can't fit inside, said Beaver, a bit bewildered. Just then the rain started. Tortoise shivered, bird whimpered, squirrel squeaked. And Beaver heard a terrible rumble as his house collapsed. Oh no, my house, yelled Beaver. Oh no, my carrots, cried Rabbit. Is Rabbit being a caring friend? Ah! Ah! They're going down the river. Crash! The friends groaned as they swept up onto the riverbank. Rabbit felt terrible. His friends were cold, tired, and homeless, and it was all his fault. Even worse, Rabbit still had all his carrots and his house. And that's what he realized. Excuse me. There was only one thing to do. Share everything with his friends. After all, carrots weren't for collecting, they were for sharing. And sharing made everything better. That was a great book to teach us how to be a good friend and to share. It's always a great thing. Thank you for joining me, friends.